Time for another question. How do you become a better coach and mentor? Gone are the days of collecting degrees and certificates if you want to build your authority. Credibility and authority aren't learned in a classroom. And the secret to building a strong team is strong mentorship. Coaches definitely know this. In this video, I'll show you how to become a better coach and mentor for your team and for your clients. Stay tuned. First, we'll talk about the biggest thing you need to wrap your head around if you want to be better at being a coach or being a mentor or really just moving forward in your own life. Then we'll talk about who you need on your team if you want to be successful. And then I'll show you the easiest way to get massive results for you and your clients, regardless of how much experience you have. The first thing you need if you want to be a better coach, a better mentor, a better teacher, a better person, in my opinion, is to make sure that you've taken on the student mindset. The idea that you don't know everything. Always be curious, always be asking why and how, always be seeking to learn more. Because once you take on that mindset, you start to understand how people may have roadblocks when they're learning something, how to be more empathetic towards someone who's in that learning process. I used to teach rock climbing, and what we'd do is we would send people up these obstacles we created that were like 30, 40, 50, 60 feet in the air, climbing up a telephone pole and balancing on a beam at the top, for example. We call it our team balance, and it's one of our favorite things, our favorite activities on the course. But what happens is when people climb it, they don't really know where to grab their hands. They get stuck at this point where they're moving from climbing vertically to balancing on the top of the beam. And the idea of going from hugging a pole in front of you to standing on top of this beam is rather terrifying. It is the hardest part of the entire process. But once you know the tricks to it, and once you know where there are extra resources that will help make the process easier, once you know where those are, the process becomes way simpler, way less nerve-wracking, and you're actually able to focus on a process. So when I'm training my staff, I'm always focused on making sure that they have the opportunity to experience the problem for themselves, to see their own way through to a solution. So that when they're standing on the ground and they're helping coach people through this obstacle, they know how to help them achieve different results by using the different resources that are up there. Specifically on this element, there is a handle at the very top of that vertical post, right on top of the beam. And if you grab that, it makes the process so much more stable feeling. And people are able to get over that big emotional fear that they're having. They can focus on grabbing that handle, and they know that they have that feeling of security when they do it. So when you're coaching or when I'm training my staff, I help them find those moments where people get stuck and to give them the opportunity to process through it themselves so that they can offer suggestions when their level of participants are struggling on that as well. So look for those moments. Be a permanent student. Always be asking how, why. Look for different resources. Look for different solutions. Because if you want to be better at helping people process through those obstacles, you need to go through them on your own as well. Quick question. Who in your life is an incredible coach or mentor that has helped shape who you are and helped bring you to where you are today? I want to know, let me know in the comments below. I want to help you celebrate these people. I got a wild idea and I want you to be part of it. So let me know who you're celebrating, what great teachers and coaches and mentors have you had in your life, and how have they helped shape you in that way? Let me know below. I ask that question specifically because I want to make sure that you guys have your own coaches and mentors in your world who help you progress. Because when you have that network behind you, when you have that community of mentors, you are able to model what kind of behavior and strategies worked on you. How were they able to help you achieve those results? How were they able to help shape who you are today? What kinds of trainings or methodologies, what kind of compassion or empathy did they show, and how did they show it? Think about all the different behaviors that make someone a good mentor or a good coach in your opinion, and look to those who you can model. Having your own coaches, being involved in the world of coaching and mentorship is really what's going to help propel your mentorship and your coaching ability forward first and foremost. So look for those opportunities to have coaches who are with you through a long term in your lifespan, but also look for coaches who can help you attain very small, tangible results so you're able to experience a wide variety of teaching and coaching methodologies. Different mentors can come in different shapes and sizes, so always be looking out, not only for questions like we do when we're making sure we take on that student mindset, but also look for opportunities where you can be coached and mentored as well. If you're into free coaching and mentorship, definitely hit the subscribe button. Come along for my journey. Every week I release new videos that help you achieve great results, building up your influence, your authority, and your income online. Hit the subscribe button. Join us for the journey. I'd love to have you along for the ride. Okay, I hear ya. I hear ya in the back. You're asking, how do we do this? How do we become a better mentor or a better coach? How do we help our people achieve great results, even if we have very little experience? Even if we've only ever done the result once for ourselves and we've never had a coaching client before? Or if you've had 100 coaching clients, it doesn't matter. This will apply to everyone. What I want you to do is rely on the systems and frameworks that have helped you achieve those results. When you create frameworks and systems that your people can replicate, that you can hand off to an assistant to replicate, that's when, and you're able to test them, that's when you're able to know that you have a framework or a process that achieves results for people. Then you can sell that product. What this actually looks like. You go out and achieve a tangible result. Then you write down everything you had to do in order to get to that step. How can you refine that? How can you synthesize that process and make it quicker? Once you do that, you turn that into a framework or a process. This is something that you can replicate. You test it out again, make sure you can replicate those same tangible results. Then you take that framework or that process and you hand it out into your community, and you have your beta group or your close community, or you test it out with your complementary hit list or a joint venture partner, and you test out that framework on other people and make sure that they can achieve those same tangible results that you achieved using your framework or your process. While you go along that journey of testing out your framework or your process, you are collecting social proof and testimonials and questions that will help you either evangelize your idea or push out your idea or get loud about your idea, or you'll be able to get things that will help you refine and make your process better. 2 loops. We have our get loud loop and we have our refine our process loop. Both of them will help you achieve really great results and help you be able to charge more for your process, to charge more for your offer, because you know you can get results and you can prove it to people with your marketing content. I know you still have questions about this, and don't worry, I have your back. Check out the Visibility Hacking Secrets training. It's linked down below. It's absolutely free. I put together a video vault for you guys of the biggest strategies, the most impactful frameworks that we use in the visibility hacking movement that help us achieve incredible results for ourselves, for our business, and for our customers' businesses. So check it out below. The link's down there. It's absolutely free, and it will help you guys achieve incredible things. It will build your influence, your authority, and ultimately your income and impact online. Definitely check it out. Let me know how it works.